So in this class we are going to discuss about various drug profiles. Okay, so as per the syllabus you must know the structure and uses of the following drugs like morphine sulfate, codeine, meperidine hydrochloride, enilide hydrochloride, diphenoxylate hydrochloride, loperamide hydrochloride, fentanyl citrate, methadone hydrochloride, propoxyphene hydrochloride, pentajochine, levorphenol tartrate. And coming to the narcotic agents, we should have to know the structures and use of nalorphine hydrochloride, levolorphine tartrate, naloxone hydrochloride. So we will go one by one drug. So coming to the first drug molecule is the morphine sulfate. So you can add here SO4 minus. Okay, dot SO4 minus. This is about the structure of the morphine sulfate. Coming to the nomenclature, it's an 4,5 epoxy 7 methyl morphine set 7 3,6 diol. That means in the third position and sixth position there is an 2 hydroxyl groups. Okay, that's why it is called as diol. And at the 7 and 8 position there is a double bond. Okay, so at it is 17th, the nitrogen at 17th position, it is substituted with the methyl group. So this is about this 4 epoxy is the ether linkase or epoxy linkase. Okay, so this is about the structure of the morphine. We already know, in the previous sections we discussed about this structure of the morphine. So whenever drawing the structure of the morphine analogs, first draw a benzene. Benzene structure. Then from here start one of the cyclohexane ring. From here start another cyclohexane ring and complete the structure like this. Then from here first draw nitrogen, then this linkase, then CH3, then double bond OH. Okay, always write the double bond here. Okay, this is the structure of the morphine. Like that, first draw the structure of the benzene ring, followed by one of the cyclohexane ring, then second cyclohexane ring, complete this fifth ring. Okay, then this ring. Okay, like this you have to draw the structure of the morphine. So morphine analogs. So for easy understanding and easy for to make video less time, I completely drawn all the drug structures. Okay, so coming to the use of this morphine, it's a standard analgesic. That means whatever the morphine and morphine analogs are created after the morphine, the analgesic activity of the drugs are compared with the morphine. Analgesic activity of the drug is compared with the other drugs like codeine, heroin. All these drugs, narcotic analgesic activity is compared with the morphine. Okay, that's why it is called a standard analgesic. All other are compared. All other drugs are compared. Okay, so uses are used in surgery. Pre-anesthetic medication. Pre-anesthetic medication means before giving general anesthesia, this morphine is given to the patient to make him stable. On for surgical interventions before general anesthesia. Okay, myocardial infarction pain. The treatment of myocardial infarction pain, calm patient. Okay, this is used for treatment of pain associated with the myocardial infarction as well as to calm the patient. And pulmonary edema, few forms of diarrheas. Okay, so sometimes diarrhea becomes very severe to the patient. He become very painful to him. Okay, that's why in order to control this diarrhea, and as some of the opioid receptors are there in GIT, to control this diarrhea, these opioids are given, majorly morphine. It is prescribed in all cases when the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agent is failed. So if a patient is unable to get an relief by using non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, so the best alternative for the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory failure is the morphine sulfate. This is about the first drug molecule as per the syllabus. Coming to the next drug, that is the codeine. So it's an 4,5 epoxy. That means this is the linkage 4,5 epoxy. 4,5 epoxy, 7 methamorphin, 7-ene, 3 methoxy. That means in this position, at the third position, generally the morphine analogs are hydroxyl group. So in presence of in alternative to the hydroxyl group, we introduced CH3O ether linkage, ether group. So methoxy 6-OR. Okay, this is about the structure of the codeine. Coming to the uses and properties, it is similar to the morphine. In properties, it is very similar to the morphine. Okay, so its use pain ability is less than morphine. So its ability of treating pain is very less when compared to the morphine. That's why we use it for oral use. For whenever a dental doctor go for surgical removal of teeth, otherwise for cleaning of teeth, this codeine is used as an anesthetic. Okay, so the main disadvantage with this codeine drug is it causes addiction. So it is also an anti-tissue drug. Anti-tissue means cough reducing drugs, cough and sputum. So generally the patients who suffer from cough as well, they also have ill sputum. So these drugs will reduce. Anti-tissue drugs are used to treat cough and sputum. Okay, so this is about use of the codeine. Coming to the next drug molecule is the meperidine HCl. So meperidine HCl. So in this, when you see the meperidine HCl structure, it is an ethyl ester of 1-methyl 4-phenyl piperidine 5-carboxylic acid. Okay, so then ethyl ester of, that means ethyl ester of 1-methyl 4-phenyl piperidine. This is the piperidine ring and 4-carboxylic acid. This is the structure of the meperidine. So this structure is entirely different from the morphine. That's why it is a synthetic drug. Meperidine is a completely synthetic non-steroidal steroidal inflammatory steroidal analgesic drugs. Okay, so coming to the properties and uses, exhibits anticholinergic activity also. Along with the narcotic analgesic activity, this meperidine also exhibit anticholinergic activity. It causes histamine release and spasms of smooth muscles like morphine. So coming to its side effects, it causes high histamine release as well as spasm of smooth muscles like morphine effect. No oral activity pharmacologically. So whenever you take through oral, it is inactive. So it must be taken as IV. It must be taken through IV route, as it is orally inactive. We should have to take through IV route, and no anti-tissue properties. So anti-tissue means no cough relieving effect. Okay, coming to the uses, used in pre-medical and pre-medical stabilizing anesthesia. To stabilize the patient. Such the stabilization means making the patient not to move. Okay, this is about stabilizing of the patient. Used in obstetrical practice. Okay, obstetrical practice generally whenever and delivery occurring, sometimes the baby will not come outside. In that case, this drug is used to make the patient. Okay, it is used in obstetrical practices. It's in fast acting and short acting drug. It acts very fast, and it will be, the duration of action is very less. So it is generally used for this pre-medical as well as stabilizing anesthesia and obstetrical practice. So used in obstetrical practice. This is about meperidine. It's an example for synthetic narcotic analgesic drug. Coming to the next drug, aniliride HCl. So whenever you have to add HCl, here. Okay, so coming to the structure, you can see ethyl 2-4 aminopentyl, ethyl 2-4 aminopentyl 4-phenyl piperidine 4-carboxyl. This is the carboxylate part of the molecule. This is the piperidine. Okay, this is the fourth position. It has 4-phenyl. On first position it has ethyl. This is the ethyl part. 2,4-aminophenyl. 2,4-aminophenyl. This is the structure of the enilyrate, and is an amine phenyl group. Amine phenyl group increases analgesic activity. The presence of this amine phenyl group, that this is the amine phenyl group. Its presence increases activity. So this amine phenyl group in enilyrate molecule is the cause for the analgesic activity and enhanced analgesic activity. This is about structure of the enilyrate. Coming to the next drug molecule. Diphenoxylate HCl. This is the structure of the diphenoxylate HCl. Coming to the name of the diphenoxylate HCl, it's an ethyl ester of 1,3 cyano 3,3 diphenyl propyl 4-phenyl piperidine 4-carboxylic acid. This is the piperidine. On its fourth position there is a phenyl group as well as carboxylic acid group. This is in ester form. Is a carboxylic acid in ester form. Okay, that's why it is called ethyl ester. Okay, this is the carboxylic acid in ester form. In fourth position we have one phenyl group and one carboxylic acid group. On first position of it has this is ethyl and 3 cyano at 1, 2, 3 cyano 3 diphenyl propyl. This is the propyl part. Piperidine. Okay, this is about the structure of the diphenoxylate HCl. So it's a structural analog of mipridine loperamide. Coming to the structure, it is a structural analog of mipridine loperamide. Its pharmacological properties are entirely similar to the loperamide. Pharmacological properties are similar to the loperamide, and it is mainly used for treatment of diarrhea. Okay, so it is instead of using it's an analgesic drug, it is better to use it in treatment of diarrhea. So this is about the structure of the diphenoxylate. Coming to the next drug molecule, that is the loperamide. So coming to the structure of the loperamide, it's an 4-1,4-chlorophenyl 4-hydroxy NN dimethyl alpha diphenyl 1-piperidine butaramide. Okay, so this is about the structure of the loperamide. Okay. So coming to the uses, it's more used as anti-diarrheal drug than analgesic. This is diphenoxylate is also majorly used for treatment of diarrhea. Not as an analgesic. So it is, coming to the mechanism of action, it binds with the GAT opiate receptors. Whenever it binds with the GAT opiate receptors like kappa or delta or mu receptor, it results decrease in smooth muscle tone. Means movement of this GAT muscle decreases and as well as the motility decreases. So it is used for symptomatic treatment of severe to chronic diarrhea. So diarrhea is nothing but it's motions. Frequently, if a patient is gone for motions, that situation is called as diarrhea. So this diarrhea, in the diarrheal situation, the patient feel very discomfort due to the muscle, always the GAT muscle will move, as due to the high movement of this GAT smooth muscles. So the patient will go for motions frequently. So this is diphenoxylate and loperamide are majorly used for treatment of diarrhea, not for analgesics. The major uses diarrheal treatment, then it is used as analgesic. This is about the diphenoxylate and loperamide. Coming to the next drug, fentanyl citrate. This is about the structure of the fentanyl citrate. Okay, so you have to add a citrate molecule here. So whenever you have to here add citrate. So whenever you go for synthesis, we can write the full structure of this phenyl citrate, okay, fentanyl citrate, sorry. So it's coming to the structure: 1 phenanethyl, 4 N-propanol aniline piperidine. Okay, this is about the structure of the fentanyl citrate. Coming to the activity, its analgesic activity is 100-fold that of morphine. It means highly active analgesic drug, highly active narcotic analgesic. Analgesic activity is equivalent to 100-fold, and its analgesic activity is 100 times that of the morphine. So it acts on respiratory center, slows heart rate, so independent use in anesthesia. So it can use fentanyl citrate as an anesthetic agent independently. Okay, so sometimes it is also used in combination with droperidol, okay, for a neurologic analgesia. So whenever you want to go for a neurological surgery, so we have to give anesthesia to the nerves. So this in combination with the droperidol, this fentanyl citrate is used for treatment, used for giving analgesia to the neural level at neura. Okay, so coming to the major uses, used in pre-anesthetic conditions. Okay, so it is also used in different forms of narcosis. Okay, it is also used for post-operational anesthesia. After a patient completion of its operational procedures, after completion of an operation, the patient also feels very severe pain. So treat the pain after the this operation or surgery. We have to go for this fentanyl citrate. After operation or after any surgical removal or any surgical procedure, after the surgery also patient feel pain. So in order to treat that pain, we have to give this fentanyl citrate. That's why it is called as post-operational anesthesia. So coming to the next drug molecule, that is the methadone HCl. So put it out here after completion of structure, otherwise here HCl. Okay, HCl. This is about the structure of the. So better to. It is suggested to write HCl here, not there. Okay, just put it out HCl. This is the structure of the methadone HCl. Okay, so coming to the name, it is 6-methyl amino 4,4 diphenyl 3-heptanone. It's also a synthetic narcotic analgesic. It's an 6-methyl amino 4,4 diphenyl 3-heptanone. Okay, it's a synthetic opioid. We already discussed. Acts on mu receptor. It's qualitative and quantitatively analogous to the morphine. So its activity is entirely related to the morphine as well as dose. In dose relationship also, it is also like morphine. So if a patient takes 2 mg or 2 mg of morphine, the same effect can be achieved with the 2 mg or 2 mg of the methadone. Okay, so it's a strong analgesic agent used in treating drug addictions. Okay, so it is used majorly in drug addiction treatments. Okay, this is about the methadone HCl. So methadone HCl, as compared to this, it's a synthetic opioid. So natural opioids are called as opiates. The opiates are very addicting drugs, very addict forming drugs. To treat the addicted patients with the natural opiates, the best drug is also methadone. So it's also same. It's methadone gives the anesthesia, otherwise analgesic effect, without affecting in the respiratory system. If a patient take morphine, he definitely undergoes respiratory depression. But we can achieve this analgesia without respiratory depression with the use of methadone HCl. So that's why it is majorly used for treating drug addiction. So it is replaces other agonists at the receptor. So it's